Hello and welcome to Pearl Escapes Guide to Healing. I'm Pearl Howie and I'm recording this on Zoom, which is why it's going to look a bit funny because it's not great for the color correction. But I wanted to do it this way because I'm actually going to give you a little tour through a very special platform, which is Roshanara by Pearl Escapes. So if you get an invitation link to Roshanara by Pearl Escapes, this is what you will see. And you'll just add your email address and click continue, and then you'll be sent a link where you can go and access the platform. So it's a website, but it's also available as an app, as a mobile app. So you download the Heartbeat Chat app on the App Store or on Android, whatever that is. And then it will actually work as an app on your phone, which I actually love because I love the way it looks as well. So let me just take you on a little tour. And this is what Roshanara looks like on a laptop or a computer. So what is Roshanara? Well, the reason behind creating this is really twofold. And one was that I wanted, and I've always wanted really since I started Pearl Escapes, to invite people on escapes and really to go on what you could call a well-being retreat, a holistic retreat, a spiritual retreat. And so when I started and I was doing lots of little escapes by Pearl escapes and going off to different places, it was always to give people the option of creating a retreat. And then I went on some really amazing retreats with amazing leaders like Don Miguel Ruiz, or down to Sedona for the Gathering of the Shamans. And those kind of retreats that you've probably seen, advertised, or you might have seen them in a movie or something like that. They really are incredible and life-changing when you go for, a couple of days or even a week, and you go somewhere different and you work with amazing teachers. And it really is revolutionary and life-changing, and it's changed my life. And that's something I always wanted to offer to people. But obviously, with the pandemic and other health issues and things like that, it's not really worked out for me. And so it kind of, when I came to sort of look at creating a website, I didn't want to make another website. I have pearlescapes.co.uk, I have pearlhowie.com, and I did not want to make another website that was just kind of a flat thing. And then somebody shared with me Heartbeat, the Heartbeat chat app. And I suddenly started thinking, what about creating something that's much more interactive? So it's not a website where I just sit there and tell you stuff. It's a place where you come to do the work. And the other reason for doing this website and creating it was that I wanted somewhere that I could put review videos of the training, Fear of Success instructor training, and also the training which is Authentic Success Your Way, which I'm going to show you a little bit. We'll have a little bit of a tour and you'll see that it's really, the Authentic Success Your Way videos. If I was to do those as seminars, that really would be a 2 or 3 day retreat that you would do, and potentially, if you did the work, could be life changing as well. Even one of them could be life changing. And that's what I actually love about doing the work, doing the trainings with people in real life, is very often by the end, um, it's really wonderful when people say, you've changed my life and now I feel ready to take the next step when I couldn't do it before. And that is, I suppose my raison d'etre when it comes to Pearl Escapes is to help people to take the next step. So this platform, I really love it and I'm really happy with it. And I actually just love that I've got all these pictures as well of places that I've been. And so each time I look at it, it's a memory that's very special to me. And I can sometimes, really focus on what I got and what I learned from those places. So let's have a look through. So as you can see here, it's really built around a wellbeing retreat. And I've been to so many, I've designed it around the very best. So the reception area. Now, as you'll see, actually this links with these places here, these photos here, and it is Gaia Island Resort in Borneo. And as you can see, it's a wonderful reception area. You land on a little private boat here, and then you walk down, and it is really something special. And I got a lot of really special things there. But the whole point about this reception area is it works just like anything else. It's somewhere you can come if you get confused. Sometimes I'll put my newsletter on here so you can have a little catch up. Sometimes it'll be advice about other things that are going on, like retreats, trainings that we're running. But it's also a place you can come to and just go here and say, hey, I'm lost. I can't find this thing that I'm looking for. How can you help me? Or I have, I want to do something that's like this. Where can I find that? So it's really just a simple reception area where, it's nothing there, but it's also the heart of a retreat. So there you go. And there's a lot of interesting things on there. Sometimes we introduce people on there. Uh, just all kinds of random things in there. And we've got there's a little video of a previous training there as well. So our reception area sometimes it can be very simple, cluttered. Now the barefoot bar, this is very simple also. It's based on, I would say a bar. There's this wonderful bar in Cozumel, Pearl Farm in Mexico, which is it's the most barefoot bar you're ever going to see. And it was just me and the people who hosted it, and a swing and like snorkeling on off of a boat. It was amazing. So this barefoot bar is kind of quite simple and quite empty at the moment. Again, just a couple of people. But what I would like you to feel comfortable to do is just, this is a place to say hello and say, I'd like to make a friend. I want to say hi to people. I want to get to know people. So I can just say hello in the barefoot bar. So Club Cielo, if you know a bit of Spanish, you'll know it's Club Heaven. It's not like Heaven in London or a Spanish one. And this is wonderful. Actually, I'm wearing the same top. So you're going to see little videos here. That's a little taster of chair, Zumba Gold chair. There's a Zumba Gold, which is 45 minutes. So that's a really good one if you want just like a gentle getting back to exercise workout. Really good for over 50s. There's some little clips of other dance classes and Zumba things that we've done in the past. I love that little video there of us in a chair class. That was a wonderful group of people. And there's also, I think down here, somewhere down here, you can scroll through and you can find all this stuff here. Basic safety advice for setting up, doing workouts at home. Some silent disco. I mean, look, I have a play with all these things. I always think there's not that much in here, but actually there is quite a lot really. And then there's a half an hour of Zumba class in here somewhere as well. Some balance challenges, all kinds of things. So I can't see the half an hour one, but I know I put it in here. And it's something that you can go and maybe it's not in here. Maybe I'll have to add that as well. But these are, it's a club, it's a place that you can come, and if you want to do a little dancing, a little music, all of these are things that are licensed so that we can do them live. They can be recorded and put on here. It's all legal. There's a lot of the Zumba music. We can't do this, but this is all the stuff that we can do legally. And it has to be private on here because otherwise I get into trouble with my license with Zumba. Actually, I can't see the half an hour track. So what I might do is let's just add that in there now, shall we? I will add that in there later. Okay. So the next one is we've got our little spa area. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I have spent 10 years studying massage spas and healings. Healings? So again, there's a link to the original Pearl Escapes. I'm not going to reiterate everything because there are probably hundreds of different types of massage there. But I am going over some of it in the podcast, and so I've added the links here so that you can see these videos. But this space is also a place where you could ask questions if you want to look for a different kind of massage, anything like that. You can just come here. Then we have our meditation mountain. So again, just like in a retreat, you've got different areas so that you can go directly to what is interesting to you. This again is Kota Kinabalu in Borneo, which is an amazing space. And so if you go down here, you'll see that is actually just talking about self-talk, and that's what we're talking about being a cheerleader. And you also get practice like conscious breathing or very short meditations on the beach, how to silence the inner critic. And there'll be some more coming there as well. Now, the Garden of Remembrance is something I added because just about the time that I was building this, sadly, a friend of mine passed away, or I found out that she had passed away. And this is the Kundasang War Memorial in Borneo, which is a very amazing place and really honors some wonderful people. So I just wanted to leave something in the Garden of Remembrance for my friend, and I thought this is something. Grief is something we talk about a lot in the Fear of Success work, and this is a space. So if you are suffering from a bereavement, you are very welcome to leave a message or a note to the person that you have lost. And I wanted, this is what the whole retreat is about, is having a space where we honor each other, and it's very respectful, very kind, and we have the same kind of expectations as you would on a real life retreat, that we're not here to fix anybody or to give advice. You'll see all this information when you log in. We are here to listen, to hear each other, not to fix each other. And it's really based on the principle of Dharma sharing in Plum Village, which is a Buddhist community. And when I was there, we sat down and we did Dharma sharing. And I think the thing is, often you think about Buddhist monks or nuns as having all the answers, but they are practicing. We're all practicing in life, and they're practicing. And so it was really special to sit down with a group of people that included Buddhist monks and nuns, and to be able to share any challenges that we were facing and feeling, and to talk in a really open way, not in a way where people are just jumping in to try and tell you what to do, or give you guidance or advice that you haven't asked for. And that happens to me all the time in the gym. If I stop for 2 minutes or something, someone will come up and start telling me something or advising me, and really, I just, I'm not interested in that. And if I want advice, I will ask for it. And I think that's something we're going to practice a lot in this space, and it's something about the way we connect and relate to each other that is very important. I think a lot of time we miss in regular life, and it's really important. And when we do retreats and we go off and with these amazing people in these wonderful spaces with these wonderful teachers, we it's the other people in that space that we connect with, we learn from, we grow so much, we give each other so much. And we can only do that when we are in a safe space, and we have, not just trust, but boundaries and discipline, and we have a way that we can be together and get the best and give the best of each other, of ourselves and each other. And that's what this is one of the biggest things I learned traveling around the world and going to places like this and working with people, even doing Zumba as well, to create that safe space. And so that's why Roshanara is so special, as compared to a lot of other places on the internet that we can engage with people. As you know, sometimes that's not always fun. And anyway, so this is another part. I will say, actually, there's no sales on or people selling. So if you try and sell people anything on this, you'll be in trouble with me, and you may be kicked out. As what happened in my Zumba classes, at times people would come in and decide they were going to sell people, and I was like, no, that's. But there is a little boutique, which is the Arigato boutique, which is mine, where I am allowed to put things that I think might be useful, like the books that I've created. And so, yes, things like that. But it is a little boutique that you can go and access, and find anything that might help you. We have a voice room, which we're not going to deal with right now. And we've got writers in residence. So this is a little bit of advice for writers. If you know me, you know I've written a lot of books. Also, I've put some publishing consultancy stuff in there. If you need some one-to-one, that's separate. And there's also some copyright guidance, things like that. And a little video there as well for Amazon advertising. Then we have our holistic health club. Now, this is something I wanted to create. As you can see, there's a little bit of food here and coffee because we get so much stuff about food and health and things like that. So, what I wanted to do here was to share holistic health information. So, a lot of it's stuff that goes into my books as well, like once they're more developed, but it is very much science based and looking at the way it's holistic health. So our nutrition matters, our mental health matters, our other physical aspects matter, our exercise levels matter. So this is all, and so there's a little bit of information, sometimes a few little recipes and things like that in here as well. That was very nice. And it's really about having that holistic experience of health. And there is some diet and nutrition stuff in there, but it's not specifically just about food. Okay, so it's also a place we can have conversations and ask questions and do things like that. Now, my view is a little bit different because I am the admin, but in here you'll be able to find the courses, and then over here to docs. We've got some Fear of Success resources, some housekeeping information here. And over here we have review videos from Fear of Success training. And if you become a Fear of Success trainer, there's even a little bit more information there. But actually, if you are just getting started, one of the most important things is over here in courses, where you will find 7 seminars that form authentic success your way. So by following these individual lessons, what you'll find is that you will be able to find your own authentic success step by step. And these seminars really, if I was to do these individually, it would be a 2 or 3 day retreat. So you can do these in your own time. Each one is slightly less than an hour, about 45 minutes, I believe. I seem to remember. And when you go in, you'll be able to go in and take it step by step. You don't have to do them in order. And you don't have to do them all. But what you can do is find them here, come back to them and do them at your own pace. And again, I like the little photos in here, as they're all very special places. And this is where a lot of it was filmed, at Crouchers on the peninsula down here on the south coast. So yours will look a little bit different because this is an admin view. But the great thing about doing the course on here is that you can get in touch and you can tell me if you're having any problems with anything anytime. I'm not going to be on here 24/7, but I will be able to reply to you reasonably quickly. We're not doing any events at the moment, and please do let me know if you find anything too tricky. It's a wonderful space and it is interactive, but that means that sometimes, we've done the beta testing, but we're still working out some of the aspects of the platform and growing and developing. So your feedback is always really useful, and but we have to start somewhere, and this is the beginning of Roshanara by Pearl Escapes, and I really hope you're going to join me and grow your own personal development just as we grow the platform and the community on here. You take care, speak soon, lots of love, bye bye.